All right, so we got it roughed out. It's still wet. It's been sitting for about a month again now. I'm probably not going to use any of the wood grain. I think I'm gonna maybe paint it with copper and then patina it so it's all green and kind of looks like an old copper thing. Anyway, so here's what we're doing. We have this. We're gonna cut it down, and these will be little feet. It'll be a little hump right about there. Then we'll hollow it out. Then we're gonna cut it long ways down the middle on the bandsaw. And we're gonna glue that together, and it's gonna form this kind of a big giant tray thing. So it'll probably end up being about 2 feet long total. Anyway, we'll work on that right now and see how it turns out. Alright, so what I'm doing here is when I put this finger up against that, and that kind of guides me. So what I'm going to do, I want this to taper. Move my banjo a little bit. So this will gradually start to taper up. Then I'll shear off the ends so they're straight, and then I'll start to work this. And then we can hollow out the inside. I want to leave some bulk here at first for the hollowing, so I can put it into a dovetail chuck. But that's just a small trick. Instead of just trying to put your gouge here and try and do it by eye, which you can. It's just easier to lock your finger in this groove, and then it follows that. It runs parallel to that. All right, so I trued up this edge, and the second cut I made, you can see how this is all ripped out, but this first 1/2 inch is pretty clean. I tried to did a nice slow cut with a sharp tool so that this 1/2 inch is sharp, I mean flat and clean, because this is going to, once I cut this long ways and we book match it, it's going to be end grain to end grain, which that does not glue very well. So we want that to match and be as true to each other as they can. And like what I was thinking was I will dovetail the two together, maybe put 4 or 5 dovetails around, however many. Maybe I'll use an exotic wood, I don't know. We're going to do that. I'm going to put a drill chuck in here with my biggest Forstner bit and an extension and drive this down. I think my biggest one's 2.5 inches, I don't know. I'm going to drive it down, hollow it out as much as I can right now, and then I'm going to put it under my stairs for probably a few months, because my stairs, under there, the temperature doesn't change that much. Out here in the garage, it's going to change 40, 50 degrees at night now that it's fall. Even in the summer, it's way too drastic. And it would crack because it's still green wood, technically. It's real crappy wood to begin with, but it's kind of cool looking, but it's just crap wood. So putting it under the stairs, without erratic temperature swings, it'll be more stable there. Hopefully it won't crack. Put it there for a few months, then we'll hollow it all the way out, maybe 1/2 inch, maybe 3/8 of an inch thick, glue it up. Well, we'll cut it in half, glue it up, put dovetails in it, do whatever we're going to do to it. So we're going to hollow it out right now with Forstner bit. Woo! All right, here we go. So we have hollowed it out. You can see here, once I cut it this way and fold this over, it's going to be fairly large. This will be more rounded here. We bored in. I would have liked to have bored about out to there, but I need to get me a one of them rollerblade wheel rings that stabilize. You put the rollerblade wheels in like 3 positions and it keeps it from wobbling. I'll have to get that to finish this project. So as far as depth, we drilled down that far. That'll give us hopefully plenty of dry ink, but also I'm going to radius this more to get the dovetail chuck mount off of there. So I'm not sure how, 14 inches maybe? I don't know. It's irrelevant. Anyway, we will put this under the stairs for a few months, then come back and hopefully cut it in half, dovetail it, glue it up, and the phone's ringing. See you next time.